Cool. All right, sweet. So we're going to be reviewing a track from Jody next. This is a new track from them. So I think this is an original, if I'm not mistaken. I have reviewed Jody's work in the past, and I have enjoyed my time with it. So it'd be good to hear more. This is titled Venture, as I understand it. So we're going to open that up here and go with that. Track number 2 for today, Venture. So this, I'm going to add that in. It's Jody Ellis. Jody. Yeah, it is. There is original stuff that comes through very occasionally. I think we had a track the other session that was an original. It was just a little bit wild, you know. But we'll see how this goes. Venture. Great sound design there with the synths. Oh, and the keys and the bass then. I like how we have that lead there. It takes the stage and it allows something else to occur to come down like that. Great layering on the upper harmonies as well, upper octaves. A really classy finish as well, with things going down with the automation of the volume and sort of like maybe the tails on those envelopes. That was solid. Thank you to Jody Ellis with their track titled Venture. I enjoyed my time with it. As an instrumental piece there, to me it sounds like we were going on an adventure of some kind there. The sort of sci-fi, sort of kind of cyberpunk-esque kind of elements of it worked really well together. We had a mixture of different elements. There were several different synth parts, some like maybe like there was some like a portamento lead, and you had kind of some down bar kind of stabs on the sides there, some pads, some really wonderful basses, and we had some sequences of dum 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 dums going on the side there, as well as some drums with like the drums were they prevalent? Yeah, they kind of sounded like a mixture of like an electric and acoustic drum kit. They weren't too kind of raw rockish, but they had sort of a nice sense of body to them, and I feel like they grounded them, but sort of like structurally this was through composed. you got a feeling of development throughout the track. We added more as we went along there, including parts where it'd have like an existing lead kind of harmonized on with the top there, filtering that forwards. But it's also the fact that we understood to have like not just one big bell curve, but we went up and then we'd come down after like a perceived chorus section, because we'd have like a lead synth, like that kind of buzzy portamento synth there that kind of almost kind of filled in for a mixture of a guitar solo and a vocal line there. You can kind of imagine a singer fulfilling that role over that without it needing to have a story being told. It's more of an adventure because you don't know where you're going with it, and there's unpredictability, whilst the notes still kind of retaining a sense of kind of connection there through loyal application of like the key signatures and like understanding how the sort of scales work together and everything like that. Lots of different grooves rhythmically within the piece there. Some of the sequences, the 16th notes, 1, 2, there. It was kind of slow, but it didn't seem slow because of the wide variety of rhythms within it from different instruments kind of niching together in different parts of the frequency spectrum, as well as kind of intersecting each other and kind of taking turns and everything. Things weren't the same loudness the entire time either. Again, after that sort of first kind of chorus section with the buzzy synth there, you came down and kind of there was like a bit of filtering, a bit of post production as well to kind of mess around with the perception of the way those instruments sounded there, to kind of make it a bit more sort of like unpredictable and interesting there. There were twists and turns compositionally, whilst retaining a similar sort of motif for quite a lot of it. There were variations in how things were sort of niched again, as I mentioned, in the frequency spectrum, but not in the way which was superfluous. There was no filler in here. The studio recording composition was tight. Sounded like it could be a movie soundtrack. Very well produced there. Great clarity to things EQ'd neatly. Great use of fixed chains and automations and stuff like that, and reverbs and delays and such. And sounded fresh. It was really impressive. So well done to Jody for that. I had a great time listening through this track. If it's any indication of what of the current state of work, I feel like the next releases are going to be great, because again, I've listened to their stuff in the past, such as the Dissonant Vibrations EP. I had a great time with that as well. But cheers for that. Great song.